सदा शिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Welcome you all with my love and respects. Let me introduce this great book, Shiva Sutras, before entering into the sutras itself. In India, for thousands of years, big research and development was happening in the inner field, in the inner science, in the consciousness. Every society, every culture was putting their excessive energy in some field. Some countries have put their excessive energy in politics. Some countries have put their excessive energy in the field of technology. Some countries have put their excessive energy in creating weapons, controlling others. India has diverted its excessive energy to do the research and development in the inner consciousness, to create the best consciousness, to create beautiful inner space. You can say this one statement I can make really confident. No other country, no other culture has done so much of research and development in the field of inner consciousness, in the inner field. So much of research and development happened in India for the last 10,000 years. The research and development happened. More than 1 million inner scientists were involved. In India, we have more than 1 million sadhus and sannyasis. More than 1 million inner scientists were involved in the research and development. More than 1 million inner science laboratories were used. In India, the temples and ashrams in which everyday congregation happens is more than 1 million. Understand? I am not speaking about the temples and ashrams which are not used by people every day. I am speaking about the temples and ashrams which are used by people every day. Their congregation happens every day. More than 1 million inner science laboratories, 1 million inner scientists, 10,000 years of research and development. More than 1 billion people are following this lifestyle directly or indirectly, knowingly or unknowingly. People who have read the spiritual literatures, who are exposed to the spiritual culture, they are following this lifestyle knowingly. People who are not exposed to the intellectual understanding and the spiritual culture, they are also following the same lifestyle without knowing the reason. In India, whether you know about spirituality or you don't know about spirituality, you are already living spiritual life. Let me be very clear. whether you know or not, whether you believe it or not. Usually human beings remember only their faults, their disturbed, their mistakes. You may quote some mistakes and faults and say, no, I don't think we are living a spiritual life. Let you understand this one example. You will see black patches in the moon only on Purnima day. Means by its own intelligence it shows the black patches. You won't see that in the new moon day, in the Amavasya day. So moons shining, the rays of the moons only showing the black patches in the moon, same day. Even if you say that we have some problems, negative things, that even to understand that you need intelligence. Your understanding or your thinking that we are not living a spiritual life itself shows you are already in the path. You have started your journey. You may have your own logical answers, whether you understand or not. If you are born and brought up in India, in your blood, spirituality is there. It is there in your blood. Knowingly or unknowingly, more than 1 billion people follow this technology created by these great ancient rishis. This book, Shiva Sutras, is the essence of this great research and development, which is done by the 1 million scientists, inner scientists, using more than 1 million inner science laboratories and spending 10,000 years of research and development. This book is the essence of their discoveries, what they discovered, what they experienced. The whole essence is offered to us through this book. I can say this book is the unabridged dictionary, or unabridged encyclopedia for all the philosophies, all the spiritual theories. This book is attributed to Shiva. We do not know whether Shiva really existed in the planet Earth with a physical human body. We do not know who wrote. We do not know whether factually it is right or not. Whether factually we do not know whether Shiva wrote this book or not. People ask me, if we don't know whether Shiva wrote it or not, how can we trust this book? How can we follow this book? I replied, I do not know whether Shiva directly wrote this book or not, but one thing is sure, whoever has written this book, surely you would have reached the consciousness in which Shiva lives. Because the book gives straight away techniques to experience the consciousness, techniques to experience the inner space. Whoever written this book, surely would have experienced the Shiva consciousness in them, the space of Shiva in them. Let me be very clear. In our ancient tradition, they had the habit of not mentioning the personal name, because these kind of great scriptures can happen only in a beings where the personality or individuality disappears, who has lost any connection with their name, form, and all these identities. So whoever has experienced that state, they are Shiva. They are indeed Shiva himself. So the very quality of this verse is enough to prove the quality of the person from whom these words have come out. The quality of these sutras is more than enough to prove whoever has written this book is in the space of Shiva. He experiences the space of Shiva. Here, this book gives 112 meditation techniques, 112 sutras. One beautiful thing about this book, no introduction. This book doesn't have any introduction. Straight away, he starts giving techniques. He is not wasting words. Shiva is straight. He is not giving any theories. He is not giving any philosophies. He is not giving any words. Straight away he is delivering the truth. Straight away he is offering the techniques. He is not concerned about your intellectual understanding or knowledge. He straight away wants to share the experience. Straight away he is giving the techniques to reproduce the experience which happened in him. Scientist is a person who creates formulas to reproduce the understanding which happened in him. Master, spiritual master is a person who creates formulas to reproduce the experience which happened in him. Here Shiva has created a formula, or he created formulas, many different formulas, to reproduce the same experience which happened in him. He is giving 112 techniques. He is not using even one word extra. He is not wasting even a single word. He is not wasting even a single word. It's almost like somebody has asked him to pay for every word. He is not adding even a single word. Almost like telegram. Small story. Obituary department of a newspaper received a phone call. Lady was on the other side. She asked, "Sir, how much you will charge to put a obituary news?" $5 per word, madam. Clerk replied very politely. She said, "Oh, all right. Do you have pepper?" "Yes, madam." "Do you have pencil?" "Yes, madam." "And please note down, take the message, Cohen dead." This guy got a shock. Clerk replied, "Sorry, madam, you should give at least 7 words. I should have told you this." She said, "Oh, 7 words. Alright, let me think a minute." Then again she comes back and says, "Alright, right, Cohen is dead. Old car is there for sale." She is not ready to waste even a single word. Of course, wasting words not only is going to create confusion, there is every possibility you may lose the truth, you may miss the truth in the unnecessary words. You can never understand the truth by reading philosophy books. See, philosophy is nothing but adding more and more words to your head, but it gives you a feeling of strength because You can play with words. You become master of words. Words gives you power. Words gives you ego. It gives you enough of energy to play with people. But it does not give you, it never gives you experience. Shiva is not bothered about the words. Shiva is not bothered about the theories, philosophies. He straight away works on you, giving you the experience. The Shiva Sutras gives you the technique to work on you. Straight away he is entering into the subject. No introduction. I have not read any other spiritual literature except Shiva Sutras, which does not have introduction. In the Gita, the whole first chapter is introduction. Krishna starts speaking only in the second chapter. Whole first chapter is only introduction. They want to prepare you. Here, Shiva is not at all bothered. He is not bothered to prepare you. He is not bothered to give you any instruction. To give intellectual knowledge, you need to prepare the other person. To give experience, you don't need to prepare the other person, because the experience will make him understand everything. Experience is so powerful. You don't need to give an intellectual introduction. The experience itself will enlighten you. You do not need any words. You do not need any other support.